Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Frank Leboeuf joins us, Stevie and Craig here as everyone was shouting at you today, Stevie. And it wasn't even me this time.
Picking on him.
By the way, Frank, I've got to let you know.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Because we read Frank's predictions out.
Right.
You were sat there and you were sat there. And the two of them were giggling.
At what?
When they read Frank had Liverpool to win the league.
Of course, I could giggle to his face. It wasn't a secret.
There you go. Right, that's what I'm just telling you.
Why are you snitching?
Oh,
What are you trying to achieve?
Don't worry, Stevie.
I don't know what you're trying to achieve. Why are you bringing that up?
Stevie, don't worry. I know my audience and I know my friends. Don't worry, and I know those guys. Yeah. You know, since I predicted Canada, I lost a little bit of respect.
Yes,
I think at some point.
Predicting Canada to win the World Cup, I think, was a little bit of a wrong step. And the first question is about Chelsea. God, I feel like we ask this every time. Are Chelsea back?
No.
Are they destined for top four?
No.
No, you still don't think so?
I'm not destined for top four.
Right.
But
what was it? Can they? Will they?
Correct. Look, they're giving themselves, they're going to give themselves clearly a better chance.
Yes.
But two of the teams that they've horsed this season, Wolves, who were so open in the second half, and then Brighton, who are a much better side than Wolves, but defensively today were just, all over the place. It was like feeding the bear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, look, you've got to give Maresca some credit. At least they've got something about them.
Is feeding the bear an expression?
Yeah.
Is it? I haven't heard that before.
Feed the bear.
Yeah.
Feed the bear.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't heard that?
I've heard poke the bear. I've never fed it.
Yeah,
Feed the bear.
Oh, there you are.
Smarty pants.
Oh, smarty pants.
Time now.
No, I'm just intrigued.
You're not intrigued.
I'd never
You know
heard...
what you need to do? Get out a bit more.
Get around.
Because if you'd have got around, if you were a well-travelled world...
Feed the bear.
Broaden your horizon.
Oh, yes, Stephen.
Look.
So who's finishing fourth?
I don't know.
Villa? I don't know that. Tottenham? Villa had Tottenham.
Right.
I'm not sure in it. If you said to me...
there is caveats with all these teams, pretty much.
Yeah, it's tough to pick one.
No.
I would probably go with Villa, though.
We go Villa over Chelsea, who you called a joke today.
Defensively,
Which upset everybody.
Defensively, they are.
Stevie, do you think Arne might just surprise us with the league?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. No. Listen, City and Arsenal are above everybody. Then I think you've probably got Liverpool, and then you've got others. I think Liverpool.
Have Liverpool
will
lost
comfortably
any
finish
players from last year? Try to think. Any big players?
No.
Like instrumental players? No.
Nobody.
No, it's very much the same as last year, wasn't it?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Here's where we peel it back again.
Oh.
This is the same group of players as last year then,
Yes.
and yet Stevie said Liverpool were in a better position to win the league than Arsenal during the season.
Right.
Why is that
yes.
changed?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, because they've shown they can't win it with the same players. Because they fell off a cliff at the end of the season.
Right, they did.
All right, that's a better answer. No, I'll give you your due.
Yeah. Now,
That was the old memory of the elephant.
Sorry, Frank, I feel this is kind of apt for Stevie, given what you said during the show.
You wouldn't write Liverpool off. You just don't write them off. Come on.
Aside from Leicester's two rather insanely fortunate goals and their goalkeeper's brilliance, what do you make of that Arsenal performance, Stevie? One of the most dominant games of the season as far as stats and chances created are concerned, and 3 more points added on the board.
But here's the important thing. As dominant and completely battering the opposition, but you don't, at home when you're 2-0 up, you don't... Teams that are supposed to win the league don't do that at home. They don't do that at home. Listen, there's the odd occasion.
No.
Like City, for example, there's the odd occasion it happens to them.
Right.
But this is nothing new for Arsenal. How many times, and they've managed to come back, but they continue to do this season after season. So you can't keep doing it and keep getting away with it if you want to win the title.
But they won today.
Yeah, they did, but they didn't come back against Villa twice last season, and that lost them the title.
You've got to remember the opposition when you're looking at stats. If that's Arsenal against Aston Villa, who you mentioned they lost to last year, or a North London derby against Tottenham, or whatever, and those kind of numbers, you're going, wow. But let's not forget, Tottenham went to Leicester in match day 1 for them. It wasn't quite as impressive, the stats, but it wasn't too dissimilar. You know, probably 70% possession, 20-odd efforts away from home, couldn't hit a barn door, but just battered them. And so you would expect that from Arsenal against this Leicester side at the Emirates. You would expect those kind of stats. They're not out of the norm.
Craig, Trossard's performance against Leicester was good. Is he better playing in midfield or in left wing?
Well, he's done most of it from the left side. A little bit different since Odegaard's been out. I'll be honest with you, I think he's a player when everybody's fit. If he was at Liverpool, City, or indeed Arsenal as he is, that at any of those clubs he would probably find himself in the same position, i.e. playing in certain games, not playing in others. But for me, if you're looking at a squad, having somebody who, and to answer the question, I think both positions. I think he's adaptable.
Yeah.
He's a guy he's a bit like Diego Jota in a way, slightly different position, but always seems to manage to pop up at the right place in the box. And generally his finishing is very good. I think he's a great addition to that squad. But I think when everybody's fit again, he'll find himself coming off the bench.
What do you think, Frank?
I prefer to see him on the left side. I think there is a concern because of the competition with Martinelli, and Martinelli is very good as well. So I really think that Trossard can also play in the midfield and is also effective. I'm really fond of this player. I mean, that guy can be the real joker and serve the team very, very well. It's very important right now. We saw that last game where he was sent off, and it was a different game. And today he was there when the club needed him.
Craig, with Barcelona Flick's high line, are they risking conceding 4 or more goals when they face better teams? They had kind fixtures scheduled so far.
I don't remember that line being as high in all the other games, if I'm being honest with you. And
No.
I think it was maybe a consequence of the inexperience he had out there today, trying to squeeze the game when it wasn't there to be done. So, look,
I don't think it's been that. Villarreal away, they were good. There's Athletic Club, Valencia to start things. I don't think it's been that favourable. If you're taking a look at the fact that they've had easy fixtures so far.
What do you mean favourable?
Well, this person is suggesting that the fixtures have been easy for Barca so far. So when they come up against proper teams, they're going to get exposed. Like
The fixtures have been pretty easy for Real Madrid, and they've done their best to make a mess of it the way they've played. I mean, you've got to give them some credit. I mean, Hansi Flick can stick 2 fingers up to the Spanish press that say, why did you do this, why did you do that? Because he's got 7 wins out of 8 in the bank. The trouble is, you know, you can't have 5 or 6 of those, otherwise he doesn't have any more money in the bank. But it's hard to criticise a guy who's had those injuries, doesn't speak the language, he's just gone into Barcelona and the top of the league. Apart from that.
Final question.
I'm not a Barcelona fan.
All 3 of you had long careers. Do any of you have permanent injuries from your careers? Frank?
Yes. My first year, at the end of the first year, I torn my ankle in both sides at the same time. So I didn't properly heal from it. So sometimes, you know, I was feeling it, and throughout my career I had so many problems that I twisted it like 16 times or 17 times. And I had to add a bandage, otherwise I couldn't have played. That was a current issue for me, and that was painful. And I still feel the pain, you know, when I get on the plane, and when I land, I can feel my ankle still.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I'm 45.
What?
Shut up! No, listen, we all have aches and pains. All
right.
I feel quite lucky in the sense that I have a swollen knee now and again. We used to go to golf, my knee would puff up and all that. But you know what? That's nothing. So,
No.
pretty lucky thus far.
Mine's my neck.
Your neck, yes. You can't put your IFB on, can you?
I can't.
We can't. It's not talking.
I was in traction. I did traction for about 3 months. and I did my neck. I just twisted my neck.
I don't think I know this story.
No, I don't. Is it a long one?
What happened?
I'd say it was I just went for a header and I ripped my neck. And I ended up doing it the following week as well.
Right.
And then I didn't play for about, I don't know, about 3 months maybe.
So take us through what Ewan traction looked like.
Well, the medical procedures back then weren't quite as advanced as they are now. Right. So basically, when you get traction, they put a weight on the back of your neck.
And was it on a horse?
Yeah. So you're lying on the bed and there's a weight. There's a weight hanging onto the back of your neck. This was a proper,
wait.
a proper chiropractor.
Where's the weight?
Well, it's you're basically your head or your neck is attached to it.
Okay.
And it's behind you.
So you're just constantly like
So
that?
you're just lying on the bed like that with a weight on it. So I can't even move my neck. Like if I'm turning a corner, right, or if I'm coming out of a road,
yes,
and it's a sharp corner,
yeah,
I can't see the other way. I'm going like this.
That explains it.
I can't turn my neck. So when I used to go scouting, when I was watching games,
right.
So if I was watching like that half for a certain period of time, it would just lock. So I'd have to do that.
Oh, God.
To get the other
half.
It must be a problem
down in New York.
Oh, I never saw any.
Yeah, how can you watch
I went
tennis?
that way, and then by the time I got that way, it went that way.
Apparently, the head of the Connecticut DMV's watching this show.
You know
how they revoke the license sometimes of the people that are really old and they're struggling. He's license.
We just seen you admit that you got to look round the corner. Oh.
Mind you, you've been in a car with him, haven't you?
Yes, I have been.
It's an experience.
Yes, it's F1 style.
Yeah, it's like
to get there as quickly as possible.
He doesn't speed. No speeding.
Oh, after what he's just said.
So he can't see. He can't see at junctions and he speeds.
Yeah, no wonder Eleanor needs to tell you when cars in front are braking.
Well, it comes in handy having the passenger driver.
Yes, exactly. That is it. Thank you very much. We will be back tomorrow. Of course, Atletico Madrid against Real Madrid, the big game for us to reflect on. Be sure to join us.